Hey guys, Scott from FatB Trader here, just bringing you a quick video update on the trade we placed earlier on Profitly. So just to give you a bit of an idea what we're looking at here, I'll go back to the 4-hour chart on the Euro US dollar. You can see broadly we are still in a downtrend. You know, if we go much further back, you can see, you know, it's just still getting carved up, but it is making an attempt at least to move higher at this stage. At least on the very short term. You can see it has got through this edge level and potentially will, you know, push higher to probably about 112, I would say. There's a sort of a nice zone around here where you've got basically the confluence of this level here, and you've got obviously that downward sloping trend line. So potentially we might actually see this come up to here. Yesterday I was sort of thinking we were going to see this short and fall away, but it's held this level pretty well. You know, this is sort of pretty this thesis is pretty thin, I must say. So you know, you do need to be willing to change your opinion about, you know, what you're trading, particularly given the time frames we're looking at. So I'm not married to any thesis, basically, is what I'm trying to say by that. So at this stage I believe we're probably going to push up higher to that 112 level. So just dialing in a bit on the 1-hour chart, you can see we've got a nice level of support and resistance back here past couple of weeks. And essentially, if we go back to the 5-minute, what we're looking at here, sort of drilling in, is this level of support and resistance. Support's come down, like the price has come down, it's bounced on New York and London session yesterday. It's tested the bottom of that range today in London, but as you can see, it's pushed up, and it's actually pushed through New York's close, or New York's high price of yesterday. So what I was looking to do, I've sort of been watching this for a little while. I've taken a buy off that level as prices pushed through and retested that level. You sort of don't want to be buying on the push through, because you're always going to get that little bit of a push back, particularly around news, which is what we were looking at few minutes ago when I entered the trade. So my targets on this in the very short term are this level here, this 110.81 level. If we see that, we're probably likely to see a stop run above here. So we're probably likely to see price, if it manages to get up here, probably likely to see it sort of spike up to the 111 level before sort of falling away and repeating this sort of behavior, repeating this sort of test, retest level, if that makes sense. So if I could draw a picture, I probably would, but this screen capture software I'm using is not that sophisticated. So again, I'm looking for it to push up to here. If it gets here pretty comfortably, I probably will raise my limit up around the 1090 level, just for when the price does push through, and run people's stops above these highs here. And that's basically what I'm looking at this stage. As far as stops, look, it depends on what your time frame is on the trade. You could be looking at something, you know, as simple as, hey, look, if it gets below this level here, you know, I'm gonna, you know, cut it, basically. Take a 10 point loss and walk away. At this stage though, I'm sort of pegging. In my initial target's about 15. I'm sort of pegging for around that sort of 30 level. So comfortably I could, you know, be, well, actually I could be below here. I could be below this level here, which is, you know, you definitely know you're wrong if it's gone to that level and you've taken a trade here. That's all for now, guys. We'll come back.